All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday, man. It's Wednesday now. Listen, I talked about this game earlier today when I said who need to have a bigger game, who this series important for the most. And I'm gonna admit I said Paul George. I said Paul George has to have a good series. Real quick though, man, make sure you guys hit that like button, that subscribe button. If you like the type of content, man, make sure you do me that favor. But I said that because, you know, I never called him Pandemic P. I never called him, you know, none of these names. I never none of that. I never did, because I always thought Paul George got it. You know, he just hasn't shown it a lot of time in the playoffs. And so I said this series was important for him. Today he was 4 of 17, 3 of 8 from the three. So he had three 3-pointers. He did have 10 rebounds and 2 assists. Gave you 20 points. You're gonna need a little bit more than that from Paul George in this series because you're dealing with a team that can score. And the Mavericks can score too, but I like Mitchell supporting cast better than I like Doncic supporting cast. All right. The Los Angeles Clippers was led tonight by Kawhi Leonard. He was 9 of 19, 1 of 4 from the three, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 23 points. So, you know, he didn't have one of those wow games, you know, and he's capable, you know, when it's all on the line. So you know, he's a made man, like I said before. Morris Sr. gave you 9. He was 1 of 9 from the 3-point line, 4 of 14 from the field. Reggie Jackson also gave you 9. He was 3 of 6, 3 from 5 from the 3. All his shots were from the 3-point line. Batum gave you 6. He was 2 of 4. 2 of 4. All his attempts were threes. It's crazy because coming right out the gate, I was like, oh, they got a defensive strategy that's working. Against the Jazz, you know, Donovan Mitchell, Jordan Clarkson, Rudy Gobert. So when it first took off, I was like, okay, they got a nice little plan for the Jazz, and for a while there, that's how you felt. You was like, okay, they got this thing squared away. Sorry, guys. As y'all know, the corner is under construction, guys. I got all kind of things going on over here. But and then you seen some insertions of DeMarcus Cousins. You know, he only played 4 minutes, but he gave you 6 points. You might want to extend him a couple more minutes. Zubac gave you 11. He was 3 of 5. Rondo gave you 5. You haven't seen playoff Rondo peak yet. I haven't seen that game where he really put his fingerprint on the game yet. I feel like that one's coming. Beverly, man, you know, I think because of Donovan Mitchell ability to get around, you know, his athletic ability, his size, I think is making it a little hard for Beverly to get on the court. He did play for 6 minutes tonight, but he didn't really do much. St. Man played 8 minutes. He had 2. Luke Kennard, he was a forgotten man for a while in that last series. They put him in. I think he played a little bit game 6. He played pretty good. He played some pretty good minutes in game 7. And he was right back. Gave you 18. He was 4 or 6 from the 3. So hats off to him, man. You know, you didn't get that total team effort tonight. You got Kawhi and Paul George. Both, you know, Paul George gave you 20. Kawhi Leonard gave you 23. But other than that, you didn't really get much from the rest of your starters. You got, like I said, you got 11 from Zubac, and then you got 18 from Kennard off your bench. So you're gonna need a little bit more than that. So let's talk about the victories, man. The Utah Jazz. Let's just start with Donovan Mitchell. 16 of 30, 6 of 50. He took 15 threes, man. 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block, 45 points. Now let me say this, and this is no knock on the Dallas Mavericks or nothing like that. You can't let Donovan Mitchell go off for 45 because Donovan Mitchell do got a Jordan Clarkson. He do got a Rudy Gobert. He do got a Bogdanovich. Like, he got other people that can play. He do got an Ingles, and Ingles got these tendencies. He have like these weird games where he get hot, so you just never know what those. Donovan Mitchell got a much better supporting cast than Luka. So you're going to have to make sure to not have him getting 40 and 45. To me, I'm not understanding the Clippers allowing Luka and Mitchell to be having these 40, 45 5-point games, man. It's like, yo, y'all calling Carter's defense. In my opinion, they calling Carter's defense. Now I get what they did from the 3-point line was amazing this year, and I get Marcus Morris Sr. Been lighting it up from 3 and Kennard and all of that, but you're calling Carter defense and Donovan Mitchell dropping 45. Like, come on, man. And let me tell you, this could have been more. He was getting in the lane whenever he wanted to. It was a couple times I was like, just lay it up. He passed it back out to his guys. But I was like, just lay that up. That's right there, man. So he led him with 45. Bogdanovich gave you, he was 6 of 14. He gave you 18. Rudy Gobert did what Rudy Gobert do. He gave you 10 points, 12 rebounds. He's capable of doing more. But he had that big block at the end of the game to seal this win. And that's what you want. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Mitchell supporting cast is much better than Doncic supporting cast. I'm gonna keep saying that, because if had that been the other way around, there's no who would have got out there to block that on the Mavs. So I think because the Clippers got out to an early lead too. They actually had ran the lead up a little bit. So you're surprised that they ended up losing this game. I thought for sure they were going to bring this one home, but hey, they didn't. Jordan Clarkson, like I said, coming off the bench, 6 of 18, 6 of 14 from, he shot a lot of threes, man. 18 points coming off the bench. And we know what Jordan Clarkson can do. He's a scorer. And so shout out to him. He had the Kobe jersey on pregame, so I'm definitely a fan of that. But man, so the Utah Jazz go up 1-0. Now, this don't mean much because we just seen what the Clippers could do being down 0-2. So I don't think they're sweating at all. There's no sweat off of them yet, But I do think I know this Utah Jazz, and they still waiting on Mike Conley to get back. He may be back next game. So the Utah Jazz is better than Dallas Mavericks. So the Clippers don't want to fall into a 0-2 hole here. So we'll see. But congratulations to the Utah Jazz, man. Starting the series off 1-0. To the Clippers, they've been here before, so don't count them out now. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, you guys be good.